Hey, everybody, welcome once again to another market close, this time for Thursday, December the 21st. All right, it's great to be back here again. And if you guys notice behind me, we got the green. So the market is back in the green territory, which is exactly where we want to see it. Unless, of course, you're looking for some deals. Then you might be like, I want a green market. And oh, look at this. We got Skiz in the house right off the bat saying first. Actually, you're second because right before you, we got CG. And CG throws a question right out of the right out of the gate. 2035, petrol vehicles are to be phased out. Do you see potential in investing in EV charging station companies? That's a great question. I definitely see some potential, yes. But here's the thing. I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be bang, bang right away. I think what's going to happen is you'll see a slow, sort of a slow, gradual move towards it, because you're also going to realize, too, this is what the current government plans. And I have a feeling that the incoming government in 2025 might change a few things when it comes to investing. But the EV, some of those minerals, definitely like your lithium, they're definitely still good investments until, of course, technology changes. So you always want to be aware. You always want to be ready to pivot. So don't be afraid to jump on something, but also don't be afraid to pivot because that's kind of a good thing. All right, holy cow, let's take a look at that heat map today. Here we go. Well, here we go. Heat map. Hello, heat map. I do not know why it is not showing me the heat map. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Heat map. We have it fixed. All right. So now look at it. A whole bunch of green. This is really fantastic. So this here is the TSX heat map. Look at this. TD's up 1.47. CIBC continues to be up 1.50. Look over here. CP up 1.61. CCO is coming back. This is good. And Brookfield up 3.45. So let's see here. I'm kind of curious. Let's actually see who the losers are today. National Bank, look at that, down 1.22%. So they're definitely one of the losers. BlackBerry, not surprising. Look at this, down negative 13.8. Well, now it's 14.05. It's still changing because the market is still open. We got that bell. We're going to hit that soon enough. And of course, the absolute biggest winners, let's just get rid of all of the losers here. Bye-bye, losers. Look at this. Brookfield up at 3.45. Look at this. LAC 7.19. Some of this is just really, really, really fantastic. There's the do. That's Skidoo, by the way. They're up 5.08. Maybe people are starting to buy their Skidoos, getting ready for that Canadian winter. When we switch over to the American map, pretty much the same thing. Nice green. I can see Tesla's up 3%. Microsoft up just a little bit. Google's up 1%. Apple's down slightly, not very much. Nvidia's up. So that looks pretty good. Let's see who the big losers are in the States. Let's go down here and see. CSCO, so Cisco is down a little bit. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Let's try to get some bigger losers here. Paychex is down. And yeah, they're pretty much oh, look at this. When I go to the really, really big losers, we just got Paychex. So hopefully none of you guys are invested in that American stock. Holy banana bread. All right, let me get us back to, let's get back to me. There we go. And let's make me big again. Hello. Wow. It's like that. It's like something out of Marvel. It's just like, woo, nice and big. Okay. Let's do some talking here. Paul is in the house. Hi, Paul. And Sophie is in enjoying another green day. We got Mary saying hello. And we have Vineet. Is it true Shopify is not profitable? It depends on who you ask. But yes, at this moment, Shopify is basically losing money, but they are getting better. Their fundamentals is improving fast. And I do think they will be profitable. I would expect them to be profitable maybe by the end of 2024. So we'll have to take a look. But yes, they are not profitable right now, but they're still a good investment because they're in recovery, and I see nothing but growth ahead for Shopify. Sammer is in the house saying hello. Paul says 2025 incoming government will be different and more common sense. Um, I always find this is my thing on governments. I find the first term of any government tends to be their best term because they're still on their best behavior and they're trying to give people what they promised and all of that. But once they get into a second term or a third term, they get a little bit further away from reality. And I've seen this with liberals, I've seen this with conservatives. But yeah, that first four years or so, 4 or 5 years of the Conservative Party when they move in, they're probably going to keep most of their promises. So I am looking forward to that. XMX says, what an adorable snow person. Then there was the kitty the other day. You have the cutest icons. Well, that actually the snowman I got, I had AI make it. I was like, what kind of image should I have? I want something to sort of symbolize the holidays. And so for some reason it popped into my head. What about if I had a snowman holding a money bag? So I asked the AI to make that for me, and 2 seconds later, I had that to throw on my thumbnail. That's how quick AI is. It's crazy fast. Paul says yesterday was expiry of VIX options. That happens the third Monday of each month, and that might make sense. I've heard a lot of theories on that big crash yesterday afternoon. Everything from RSI hitting a high to stuff going on with U.S. warships in the Red Sea. It happened so fast, but we have recovered. Today is better, which is good. The expiry of options makes a lot of sense, though, Paul. So I think you may be onto something with that. Skiz says, we just watched BB drop millions of dollars in real time. Yeah, I know. That's kind of funny. It's like we should just do a stream where we watch BlackBerry lose money. Vineet says, do you drink coffee before these live streams? No, Vineet. I drink them during the live streams. That was perfect. Your comment let me have a sip of coffee. What does that mean? Shopify is undervalued. What that means is basically when you can do this calculation to create a fair value. It's called basically you're using something called a discounted cash flow model, where you're basically taking your best guess. You're taking a very educated guess on what type of cash flow the company has coming in over the next, depending on how many years you do it, maybe 10. And then from that, you're basically then doing a back check to see where that price should be. And that becomes that value, that fair value. So a lot of times, almost all the time, it's completely different from where it's at that time, which will give you an undervalue or an overvalued. There are other ways that you can reach the conclusion as well. But yeah, Shopify, you have to realize Shopify was huge. They were insanely huge. And then they had a huge crash coming into that bear market. Like they dove big time. So they're not even remotely back to where they were. Now, some of the issues that Shopify had, one of them was Amazon. Amazon was pretty much trying to kill them. But now Shopify and Amazon are working together. So they have made up. So their big competitor who was stealing a lot of their business is now working with them. So that is really good news for Shopify. Let's see. Alfred says, hello from, I know I messed this up. Sault Ste. Marie. I've learned this. In a video, I think I called it Sault Ste. Marie, but it's Sault Ste. Marie. I have learned this one. So we're good, Alfred. I'm not insulting your home anymore. Oh, boy. Paul says, bought CDR versions of Amazon and Google today. No dividends to worry about, i.e. not having too much in actual USD. Wealthsimple charges 1.5% each way. Okay, fair enough. Robert says hello, and I don't know if I've seen you before, Robert. You may be new. Robert says hello. When will you be doing the next challenge video? Love them. Well, there's only been one real challenge, and that was the the Hot Ones challenge. Our next big celebration video is going to be at 2,000, or sorry, at 3,000 subs. So when I get to 3,000 subs, we're going to do, I'm going to do a fake news broadcast, sort of like an SNL, where I'm going to take real events and put funny spins on them, that type of thing. So we're going to do that just for fun. When we get to 5,000, though, and this is still tentative, the 5,000, but we're actually thinking of doing a full open to close live stream. So that will be a lot of fun. Paul says, slowly the value lost yesterday is going back up. Yeah. Today has been a nice green day, moving in the right direction, which is fantastic. I mean, in fact, looking at the market right now, what time do we got? Okay, we got 4 minutes till the bell. Looking at the market right now, everything is up. Some things more than others. So the S&P 500, it's up about 1%. The TSX is up about 0.77%. We've got gold is up about 0.5%. Oil's up a third of a percent. Bitcoin's been very flat today, but they are technically up 0.22%. So yeah, we've had a pretty good day on the market. So let's hope we can. I would love to have a green day tomorrow. Then we can just carry it into the holiday weekend, all on an up. So we got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. So, all right, Ben bought some O today. Ben bought some O, and here's Jill in the house. Jill saying, hey back at you. So we've almost got this, we're almost at the bell. Now, after the bell, we're going to do the membership giveaway. And is this the day? Is this the day that Skiz finally wins the membership? I don't know. I hope so, because I'll tell you, this is the first of 2 live streams today. I got another live stream tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern, and that's the channel membership live stream. And we're going to be talking about stock buybacks. That is the topic that was voted for by, of course, the channel membership. So it's going to be fantastic. Steve says from red to green. Yeah. Now, for some reason, I thought of duct tape, and I realized it's because you put red, green too close together. For those of you who remember the old Red Green show, those were fun days. Paul says Visi still priced okay. All right, good to know. And Skits is left. Skits had me cracking up just as I logged out of the stream yesterday. One of Skits' comments came up. I think it said something like this: come for the finance, stay for laughing at Skits' luck. I was like, that was really, really, really funny. So I thought that was great. Okay, 358. Just had to want to make sure I don't get distracted, because guys, I can get distracted. I can go off on tangents incredibly fast. So today I'm thinking Skiz is gonna win, hoping Skiz is gonna win, because I'd love to see Skiz tonight at the other live stream. So, and that's going to be kind of cool. So this week, we'll just hit this out right now while we got a minute and a half. This week, we got a lot of stuff coming up. So we got that. We got another one of these closes tomorrow. Then we got the big Christmas Day live stream. So we got that. We're going to do that in the morning. That'll be kind of fun. And then next week, we got these things through the whole next week. So I think actually we're going into January 2nd to get through the giveaway time, the 12 days. So that's kind of good. And then we're going to look and see how we're going to change things up and shake things up in 2024. So we'll figure it out. Okay, we still got 40 seconds. So Skiz says, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. There we go. Or keep your stick on the ice. I remember that one too. So the good old, that's it. Everybody throw your best red-green quotes in the chat today. Sammer says, let's all leave the live to let Skiz win, and then we'll come back. I think even if you're not here, I think you can still win. So we want to keep that in mind. All right, we pretty literally just have 13 seconds. While we're waiting for those 13 seconds to pass, just hit the like button. Maybe that will help Skiz. I'm ready. Here we go. Ah! There we go. I came on hard on that bell today just to try Try to give Skiz some extra luck. AC Dat says EIT ex-dividend date today. Payday again. Yep, EIT, Canoe. Gotta love Canoe. And that's been a very steady dividend for a very long time. All right, we got to do it. We got to get to this draw here. Oh my gosh, there's so much pressure mounting. Oh gosh, okay. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna see what happens. All right, it's processing. It's processing. Come on, Skiz. This is your time. You can do it. Your luck is fine. Come on, Skiz. Come on, Skiz. And the winner is, come on, YouTube. It's Trevor. Trevor Keeley has won. It is not Skiz. Oh my God, Skiz. I feel so bad. Well, I don't know what to say. Other than, yeah, Skiz has it right here. Congratulations, Trevor. And for those of you who can't see the green thing, here it is. A gifted one Mountain Finance member. Oh, it doesn't actually show who it went to, but it went to Trevor. Dear Banana Bread, what's it going to take, Skiz? What is it going to take? Oh, well, we'll have to figure that out as we come along. So, okay, markets closed, Green Day. We get another live stream coming up tonight. So hit me in the comments now with whatever you guys want to talk about, and we'll light up the chat here. Steve Wilson, here's another one. If they don't find you, Hampson, they will find you handy. Skiz is saving it for Christmas. All the luck, right, Skiz? Oh man, I still wish you would have won, because I was ready to explode in joy, but it didn't happen. It's like, what is it going to take? I don't know. Mario's in the house saying good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mario. It's good to see you. Quick little talk about Blossom. I haven't talked about them yet today. So those of you who do not know about Blossom, that is a social media app for, well, investors. I want to say Canadian investors, but we're about to expand into the US as well. So you're going to start seeing some US people coming in as well. And it's going to get very, very interesting, I think. So I'm not sure how it's all going to look once we open the doors to the US as well. But it's still a great place to come in, talk, connect with everybody. People who invest just like you, with the YouTuber people, people like, well, Mountain Finance, or Canadian in a T-shirt, or of course, good old Brandon Beavis. So a lot of fun over there. It's a good place to be. If you want to check it out, there is a link below in the extra information. All righty. What is Mario saying? Schismas. Yeah. Everybody have a Merry Schismas this year. Skiz, you gotta do something about your luck. That's all I gotta say about that. Paul says, I told my wife the 18-year-old fridge will last 20 years if I keep fixing it with various replacement parts. Stay handy. Absolutely. A little duct tape will fix almost anything. Duct tape and WD-40, although I think, if I recall correctly, I think they had to change their formula for WD-40 because it wasn't, there was something in it that wasn't so nice. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Now, Red Green actually had a movie. I think it was called Duct Tape Forever, if I remember correctly. All I can remember from the movie is they made a giant swan float out of duct tape. So definitely an interesting movie. Sammer says hit the like button. Yeah. That like button is basically, it just lets YouTube know that people are watching it, people are enjoying it, and it pushes it out to more people, which is fantastic. Now, one thing I am thinking about doing in 2024, as you guys know, the normal start time for the videos is 1 p.m. Eastern. YouTube tells me I should be doing it later, and according to YouTube, if I do it a little bit later, I'll get a bigger initial push on the video. So I think I'm going to push that up to 2 p.m. In the new year. So just a little thing there. Trevor says, thank you so much. It's a great Christmas gift. Absolutely. Candace Claus came down your chimney, got stuck. After the fire department got me out of the chimney, here's your gift. That would be, yeah, I don't know about that. Uh, I don't particularly like spaces that are that close. So, but nonetheless, yeah. You know what? Skiz. I'm gonna try one more. I'm not gonna go crazy, but we'll try one more just because. Yeah, you gotta win. You got to win. What is it gonna take? What is it going to take? All right, here's our one more shot at Skiz. Oh dear. Paul says yeah. All right. Paul said, everyone give Candace a $2 super chat for Christmas. I won't complain if you guys want to do that. Feel free to, but no pressure. No pressure. Stefan, let's see, Stephanie Boyer, or is it Stefan? I'm not 100% sure, but it might be Stefan. Anyway, congratulations. Because I'm not sure where I live so close to Quebec. I've seen it Stephanie, and I've seen it Stefan, and I don't know. So anyway, if you want to let me know. All I know is that it was not Skiz. It was Skiz is just, his luck is continually going down. Oh my god. Skiz, your luck has to run out. Maybe you want to buy a scratch ticket on the way home. I'm just putting that out there because you never know. All right. Steve says, one more. Remember, I am pulling for you. We're all in this together. Oh, one more, says Steve. Yeah, it's all right, I'll do one more. One more. And that'll be your last chance for today, Skiz. You'll have a chance tomorrow. Skiz. All right. Skiz, you better win this. If you don't, it's Steve's fault. I'm kidding, Steve. It's not Steve's fault. Steve actually is helping somebody out. So whoever does win this time, they should thank Steve. This is from Steve, basically through me. So we'll see. Usama. Usama wins. It's not Skiz. Oh dear. Skiz, I think you're just cursed. I think you're cursed. I don't know what it is, but we'll just have to figure that out. I am sure hopefully before this is all done and all said and done, you're gonna win. Wow, it's just craziness. I know, and yeah, truly amazed. It's like, and you have been active in here, so you should be getting hit. I don't know why you're not getting hit. And yesterday you verified that you have the thing turned on. So what can I say? Holy banana bread. Yeah. Enjoy Usama. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's always good. And Stefan or Stephanie, we're not sure yet, says, thanks for the sub. Awesome. I'm so glad to see people, enjoying these and getting your chance. And hopefully I'll see most of you at 7 p.m. tonight when we do the second live stream, because that's going to be fantastic as we put that up. All right, guys, what do you guys want to talk about? Throw some questions down there. Hit me up so that way there we can jump on whatever topic we want. I did have one question that came in earlier, and it was about my picks for 2024. And I mentioned I don't have any picks yet for 2024. I got to do a bit more research before I iron those in. But they wanted to know, well, what were your big picks for 2023? And I'm like, well, okay, well, that's already over. But here's what we have. Two stocks that I stumbled upon in 2023 that have become huge favorites for me are the Hammond stocks. So we're talking HMM.A and HPS.A. Both of them have just done absolutely fantastic in 2024. So, for those of you who've seen some of the videos that I've highlighted those in, I hope some of you guys jumped on those, because I'll tell you, they've been just burning up the charts. 2024, I don't see any difference with them. I think they're still going to be strong in 2024. Although part of me is wondering if most of their growth is already over, because, they did grow quite a bit in 2023. So 2024, I still think they're going to grow. It may not be as huge as last year or this year, I guess, the year going out. But I still think they're going to be strong. But I do want to find I do want to find some really interesting new finds this year. So that's my goal. I always like it. I always love when I find a stock I haven't heard of. And then I'm looking at the fundamentals and then they're like, oh, look at this. This is a little rocket ship. So I definitely am hoping to find some of those for you guys this year coming up. Skiz says, Stefan, we need a phonetic pronunciation. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to say Stefan for now. And if I'm wrong, let me know. It is Stefan. See, like Steven. Ha ha ha. I was thinking that because normally Stephanie has an IE. So that's kind of cool. Mario says Christmas live stream. Yeah, we get that coming. The Christmas live stream is going to be here on Christmas Day. And I will wear a Santa hat. I wear a Santa hat to that one every year, either red or green. What I'll do is whatever the market is tomorrow, that will determine what color Santa hat I'm going to wear on Christmas Day. So we'll just put that out there. Candace, take a look at BABA, Charlie Munger's largest holding. That could be interesting. Let me just take a quick gander right now at BABA. BABA. So that's, of course, Alibaba. Alibaba. Oh, gosh. It's one of these things that I'm just trying to pronounce. Now, they, if I remember correctly, I believe they're Chinese. Let's see here. Well, hopefully it's not the one I'm looking at. Well, BABA, yeah, they've really fallen from 2020. 2020, I'm seeing that they were up around $304, and now they're down to 76. So, yeah, that's probably one to take a look at. Check their finances, their fundamentals, and see if there is a chance to recover some of that lost ground. Because that's when you're looking at growth. Sometimes you want to look at a stock and you want to look at the background and say, holy crap, boy, did it have a big fall. But you got to be kind of careful because sometimes you want to make sure it's not a stock that's going to continue to fall. But I do know that I believe Brandon Beavis was always very much into Alibaba, so BABA. So that could be an interesting stock to take a gander at for sure. Paul says crypto up big time today. Well, except for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been flat today. But let's see. Solano up 14% and NEAR up 25%. AVAX 8%. ADA 5%. Yeah, Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin down though? They were flat the last time I looked. So no, right now Bitcoin is up 0.22%. So still really close to zero. So that's fine. Save Our Planet comes in and says, hi everyone, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I finally made it to alive. Awesome. That's always awesome. And Wayne says BABA up $3 today. And yes, Chinese, absolutely. And that's one of those things. Like, it's great to diversify into other countries, for sure. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. But one of the things you want to do is you want to really be paying attention to what's going on in those other countries. BABA could be a good. I don't have any alarm bells about them, but they definitely are worth going in and doing a really good amount of due diligence on for sure. Let's see here. Paul says, with tensions with China and onshoring manufacturing or switching to non-Chinese, yeah, and that's one of those things you want to look at. Like, how is that going to affect BABA? How is that going to affect a lot of different things like that? Paul says BABA not long-term. Exactly. That would be kind of one of those things for me, is that a company like that, if I really think it's going to go up, I might play it a bit, play it on the way up. But it may not be a long-term holding for me. Pierre's in the house saying, hey, Candace, welcome, Pierre. I think Pierre won a membership the other day. A lot of people have won memberships. So our membership right now is swelling. Like the clubhouse is, it's like we have to put new windows in because there's so many people, the windows are starting to crack. It's full. The clubhouse is full, but there's always room for more. And eventually we'll let Skiz in there. Right now he keeps knocking at the door and he just doesn't have the password. So what can we do? All right. Yeah. So when I'm starting to look towards the new year, so I'm taking a look at a few different things. Like I said, moving the videos up till 2 p.m. Now, those of you who are channel members, of course, you can watch the video usually a full day beforehand. So, for example, tomorrow's video, you can watch it right now. It is there, deep dive. So, um, it's there. It's what was it? Whitecap Resources. So you can watch it like after this, or you can watch it and then maybe have some supper and then come back for the channel members live stream. So definitely there. The other thing too, and I just put the thing out today asking people for some suggestions for what they want that year end video to be, because you guys get to pick the year end video. I'll take the best 5 suggestions because I have a feeling I may have more than 5. I've already got a good amount of suggestions. I'll pick the best of them and then we'll just put them out there. Like there's some of them, for example, I look at a couple and there's a couple that I'm like, okay, well, those are kind of impractical. But for the most part, I'm pretty impressed with what I'm seeing so far. So those of you in the channel membership, just go to the community tab in YouTube and throw me your ideas, because we'll do a vote, get that vote out pretty darn soon, and we'll find out what it is you guys are going to make me do for that last video of the year. So that's kind of cool. You guys have that power. Paul says, all of my holdings since November, National Bank and Royal Bank, have done the best. Yeah, those are National Bank, I think, has done really well during the whole banking sector issue. So that's not a bad thing. Mario, everyone but Skip. Tim Smith says, a video suggestion. Is the world ending? How to liquidate your positions and have one final great weekend. Holy banana bread. That would be a funny video. A little bit on the conspiracy side, but yeah, I mean, if the world were going to end, and you were the only one who had foreknowledge of it, you could have one heck of a party, that's for sure. Vineet is asking, what's going on with alimentation couche. There we go. What's going on with them lately? They're in a little bit of a correction, but I still have full confidence in them. Like, they're one of my favorite stocks, and I think long term you've got nothing to worry about. I think what's been happening is they've been growing so much, and they've also been doing a lot of expanding. So I think we're just at a point where they're doing a little bit of a correction. Yeah, exactly. And Paul said the same thing with Dollarama. It's that thing. I think both of them are in the same situation. Oh, look at this. We got a Vic sighting in the house. Yes, I'm here. Oh, well, that's great. I was wondering, Vic. Well, I was like, where's Vic? Vic's somebody else too who I'd love to see win a channel membership. Hopefully soon. We still got more of them to drop, and it's a long way. It's a long way to the end of this. I think we're somewhere in the middle. I don't know. What day is it? It's day something in this whole thing. So you guys are fine. Oh, Vic, you shouldn't smoke. It's bad for you, dude. But yeah, you're on a break. I believe I saw somebody the other day explaining how much cigarettes went for, and I was just like, "Holy banana bread!" That's like, that's like really, really expensive. I know my mom used to smoke, and I think it used to be like, I don't know, like I think for $5 or something. But I have no idea. I've never done that here myself. You hear smoking causes lung clots. Well, yeah, well, I think one of the big issues with your lungs is you've got all of that tar clinging into your lungs. So, reducing your lung capacity and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, they're just, it's just one of those things. Tim says, if the government bans meats, which fast food franchise is most likely to survive the change? I'm long A&W Revenue Royalty Fund. Well, A&W has had a veggie burger on their menu for a very long time, so they could be the ones. But But of course, the one that would probably be in the best position would probably be like Kentucky Fried Chicken, or I guess now it's just KFC, only because they don't really have much meat on their menu. But I don't think the government would ever ban meat. I don't think so. I think there would be a lot of angry people in Alberta if they tried to. Pierre says the new school addiction is caffeine. Look at Starbucks, Monster, Keurig. I don't know anything about Starbucks. I say as I drink from a Starbucks mug. I'm just bugging you. Vic says, by the time I get my spokes and Starbucks coffee with soy milk, extra foam with a shot of espresso, I'm down $35 per day. Imagine if you could invest that instead, Vic. I'm just putting that out there. I guess you thought of that right away afterwards. Yeah, imagine investing that. It adds up. It adds up. And then it's not just the $35 a day. If you put the $35, remember, that's going to compound, right? So it turns into much bigger money down the road. Paul says, C&Q down almost 5% in the last month. Stock up. I'm still down a tiny amount. I do like C&Q. C&Q is one of my favorite stocks. So I think they're going to be fine. And once again, I look at a lot of these stocks, like even the Hammond stocks, because they had so much growth, they're kind of like falling down a little bit right now. But we're going to see how it all ends. Sophie is saying altcoins starting to fly. Candace, do you still hold DOT? No, I got out of crypto before the pretty much just as the big crash was beginning to happen. So yeah, I got out of that for now. I'm not saying I'm out forever, but I do play. I do play a lot of Bitcoin adjacent stuff. So I just put that out there. And yeah, nice mug. Yeah, I don't really go to Starbucks other than if my mug breaks. I'll go to Starbucks to buy the mug because it's a good mug. I mean, it's very sturdy. It's very, it's just a great mug. Perfect size, perfect weight. It holds the heat well enough. So I definitely like it. Paul is thinking about the new Cosmics. So that's the new McDonald's specialty coffee part that they're coming in with. That's going to be really interesting to see. Now, we are not going to see it in Canada for a while. Right now, we're going to be looking at it in the US for 2024. If it takes off and does really well, we'll see it up here. But I imagine if we do, it probably won't be until at least 2025. Although you never know, they might hit a couple of big cities like Toronto, Montreal, or Vancouver. Tim says, restaurant brands just opened up the first Firehouse subs in my town. The first in BC. Can Firehouse subs challenge Subway for #1 eventually in the sandwich space? I will tell you right now, I would rather eat a Firehouse sub than a Subway sub any day of the week. They make really good subs. So if it's based on taste, I would say it's a possibility, but it really will come down to cost, right? Because there are people that will eat an inferior sub if it's a little bit less costly. So I don't know the comparison between them price-wise. I have a feeling Firehouse might be a little more expensive, but man, they do make a really good sub. Paul says, which moving average can you use to line up stocks like ATT and DOL and see when they go too high and then there is a pullback to the moving average? That's a good question. There's definitely a lot of different averages you can use. There's a lot of different methods that you can use. What I like to do personally is I like to chart resistances and take a look and see where it is trending. And then I will, on the short term, pull in a little bit of technical analysis. Because sometimes these little things, for example, if you see it in a pennant, where it's going to break. So it gives you a little bit of an idea. But I think for long-term investing, I wouldn't even worry too much about it unless you're looking for, of course, an entry point. And Jill says, you can't buy that mug from Starbucks anymore. I looked, I will be careful with that mug then. Yikes. Well, I used it before this mug. There used to be a Christmas one. It was like a red one. It was a little bit higher, kind of looked a little bit like a Starbucks cup. And that was my go-to coffee mug. Even in the middle of the summer, I was drinking out of a Christmas coffee mug because it It had a great weight. It was a fantastic mug. So yeah, now I can't have that anymore. So now I've got this. If this one goes, I'm going to have to probably find another one. Dear banana bread. Trevor said Firehouse is great, but a little pricier than Subway. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was kind of thinking that Firehouse might be a little more pricey, but I'll tell you, they make some good subs. Absolutely. Um, Lisa's in the house. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. There we go. And Vic says, didn't they change a bunch of folks, or didn't they charge a bunch of folks with fraud over that Mike's Deli? I do not know, Vic. I haven't heard anything about it. But hey, if anybody knows, throw it in the chat. Let Vic know. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Whew. All right, so we're coming up towards the end. If you got any final questions, throw them in there. And of course, those of you, and a lot of you are now channel members. I'll be back here again tonight at 7 p.m. We're going to talk about stock buybacks, which was a topic that was from one of you guys. One of the channel members suggested that, so we're going to do that. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Lisa says, sorry, I'm late. Got sidetracked watching Bitcoin videos. Oh, there we go. I will admit, some of the Bitcoin videos out there, some of the YouTubers that do them have the most amazing personalities. You know, like I've seen some of these crypto folks where they absolutely they go all out, and it's like, wow. So sometimes they're very amusing. Whether or not you're even into Bitcoin, you can watch a few of them because they're pretty crazy, but in a fun way. Crazy in a fun way. Paul says, how pricey is Chipotle? Never tried their food. CMG ticket. I think we had Chipotle. I think we had it in Vancouver when I lived there. It was okay as far as I remember. But maybe that was White Castle. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, I do not know that the answer. Let's see. These dudes manipulated the stock and were charged. Yeah, that will happen. A funny story. When I was doing some day trading once, I got the account frozen for a moment, and it was just because I made too big of a play that resembled a price stock manipulation. So the Ontario Securities Commission wanted to make sure that everything was all up and up. So that's that was funny. How's Scott? So create, save, invest. I don't know, Vic. I have not heard hide or hair from Scott in a long time. I know he moved. He was supposed to get everything back up and going, but I haven't heard anything from him. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he comes back because he's a pretty good guy. Let's see. I'll be outside the clubhouse. Yes, Skits will be listening outside with a glass up against the wall to see if he can hear. Patricia's in the house. Hi, everybody. She says. And Paul says, anyone watch YouTuber Joseph Carlson's videos? I have not watched Joseph Carlson. Anyone invest with Emerge ETFs? I've heard of Emerge. I haven't actually invested with them, though. Nine is in the house. Whoa. Yay, Vic VEE ETF. There we go. So Nine has a little bit of experience with some of these Emerge. I think I've seen Emerge show up in at least one or two of my lists as well. Enid's in the house saying hi. Everybody's showing up towards the end, hey? Funny. Banana bread. Yes, I love the banana bread. Vic says, I watch them all. Brandon, Passive, and Pronk. Yeah, actually, all three, as far as I know, I believe so. All three of them are actually in Blossom, so you can check them out there as well. Paul says, Skiz, just pay $2.99 for a membership. There we go. Absolutely. All right. You know what? I will do one more, and then I gotta go. We'll give Skiz that last chance. I want everyone, put your hands together. Muster all of your energy for Skiz to finally win. And we'll see if it happens. We'll see if the power of all of our minds together can do this. Oh boy. This is going to be funny. One way or another, Here we go. Let's take a look. Let's go. Come on, Skiz. It's your time. It's your time. All right. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Come on, YouTube. Let us know. It's Vic. Oh, Vic, I'm tickled pink that Vic won, but poor Skiz. Well, Vic, you have finally won. I know you're another person who I've wanted to win for a while. Change Despair says, "Yay, Vic." Wishful thinking. I think what it is we're all thinking, we're all hoping for Skiz, and Vic was just like, no, I want it myself. and he pulled it away from you, Skiz. No, I'm just kidding. Vic is an awesome guy. He would never do that. Oh dear, Skiz. I gave up on Skiz, says Change Despair. Oh my gosh, I know. All right, everybody, we're going to be back. So those of you in the channel membership, we'll be back here again at, well, 7 p.m. Eastern. So basically, I think, what's that, 2.5 hours. So we'll be back. We'll have some fun tonight. For the rest of you, we will be back here tomorrow. We will do this all over again. We will go into the, we'll lead off into the weekend with a very awesome stream. So I'm looking forward to it. I will see you guys all on tomorrow or tonight, whichever it is. And also, anybody with a channel membership, you can watch tomorrow's video now. It's available. It's up. So take care, everybody. This has been another fantastic stream. I love these streams. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you tonight or tomorrow.